Nobody told me that owning a business meant summer break was canceled, and somehow bookkeeping still manages to take one anyway. Here's what actually happens every June. The school year ends, the schedule that keeps everything moving is gone. Kids are at home, your brain is in 100 places, and somehow the one thing that was hanging on by a thread, keeping track of your money, just stops. It's not laziness. It's not because you don't care. It's because summer and take a break live in the same part of your brain. The word summer basically means permission to exhale, and your bookkeeping gets caught in that exhale. So you tell yourself, I'll catch up in September. Things will be back to normal then. And maybe they are, but by then you've got 3 more months of financial chaos waiting for you, and September you is not going to be happy about it. So let me ask you something. When was the last time you actually looked at your books? Not to pay a bill, not to check your bank balance. I mean, really looked at what came in, what went out, and whether any of it made sense. For many business owners, the answer is somewhere between a few weeks ago and I don't want to say. And summer just makes it worse because there is always a reason to push it off one more week. This is not a character flaw. This is what happens when nobody ever taught you that keeping track of your money is an important part of running a business. I want to tell you about a restaurant near me. My husband and I tried to go there twice. First time, closed. Okay, maybe it was a fluke. Then maybe they had a private event or a slow night. Who knows? Second time, closed again. No explanation, no sign, just locked doors. Now here's the thing. I don't think that business owner is a bad person. I think they probably set their hours based on what works for them. Maybe they open when they feel like it. Maybe they close early when it's slow. Maybe summer threw off their rhythm too. But from the outside, all I see is unpredictable. And unpredictable means I never know if the trip is worth it. So eventually, I stop making the trip. We don't try anymore. We found somewhere else so we know we'll be open. And every time I think about that restaurant, I think about what happens when business owners do the same thing to their money. Staying open, staying consistent, staying available. It seems kind of obvious when you talk about it, but the funny thing is, sometimes we go just as quiet with our money. Business money needs its owner to show up regularly too. Without regular check-ins, money can start becoming very unpredictable, especially in the summer. You can show up at your business every single day and still have no idea whether your business is actually making money. Surprisingly, summer is one of the best times to look at your numbers, and most business owners completely miss this. Here's why. You are at the halfway point of the year, January through June. That's 6 months of real data sitting in your business. Money that came in, money that went out, patterns you haven't noticed yet because you haven't looked. And the fourth quarter, October, November, December, that's when many small businesses bring in a large share of their annual income. If you want a strong fourth quarter, you can't wait until October to figure out where you stand. You need to look now in June while you still have time to adjust. You don't need to be a numbers person to do this. You don't need a fancy system, an accountant on speed dial. You just need 60 minutes and a willingness to look at what's actually there. That's the one thing I want you to do before July 1st. Not overhaul your whole bookkeeping system, not hire someone, not buy a course. Just look. 60 minutes. See what the first half of your year actually tells you. Because the business owners who finish strong, they didn't accidentally stumble into a great fourth quarter. They checked in at halftime. I'm working on something right now that will make the 60-minute check-in really simple. And the best way to make sure that you don't miss it is to take the free Who's in the cockpit quiz in the description. It takes 60 seconds, 4 questions, and it does 2 things. It shows you exactly where your business finances stand right now, and it makes sure that you get the next step based on where you are. Don't wait on this one. The link is in the description. Take it right now while you're thinking about it. And if you can relate to bookkeeping being on summer break, go ahead and share it with a business owner friend who needs to hear it. In the meantime, be sure to shield your profits, and I'll see you next week.